Well, hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Farm Sim 17, and of course, Pine Cove Productions. So, I am doing my best to get all of our nice bales into the shed without completely ruining the place. If it were a purely visual thing, it wouldn't be so difficult, but as we have learned, some of the hitboxes are a little wobbly. As we can see from the bales over at the far corner here, there really shouldn't be any reason for me to be wiggling them. But, there we go. Nice. They do sit there and wiggle and wiggle and wiggle. In fact, when I quit, when I logged out the last time and looked at them, it was like stacks of the bales were just sort of wobbling around like I'd set them on jelly instead of, well, I guess that's some kind of stone surface. But, kind of scary. I was a little worried I'd log in and they would have pulled an FS-15 and exploded all over the neighborhood on me. You know, or the whole mess would just be laying on its side, but no, so far it looks like the hard work's paying off. I tried doing the whole inside view thing. Now, what I find kind of disconcerting is for some reason when I sit inside, it never looks like that bar, oops, is center until I'm right on the bales. You know, it always looks like it's slightly off to the side. It's just a perception thing from, I guess, the way we sit in the vehicle off to the side of the boom, but, yeah. Long story short, I find it difficult. But we are getting down there. I still got a few to do, but we are getting down there. And I think this should set us pretty well for the winter. Our barley field may be able to end up supplying for other reasons than just bales. In fact, we might even be able to just load it loose and deal with it from there. Oh yeah, we're gonna have lots of space in here. I kind of like the way the outside rows stack though, or at least the first one you put in, because you can cross stack the top of them, which you can't do for any of the other rows because you just don't have the room, right? So, and I haven't quite figured out what goes on. I don't know that this was really designed for the telehandler. Okay, there's 0.10. I think the degrees work, but I don't know that the height measurement is quite correct all the time. In so much as it, oops, I missed that completely, didn't I? That bottom set of forks is almost too wide for bales, but lets you know you're dead on though when you get them both in, I'll tell you. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't think this thing is made to really pick up the double stacks that way. You can see how badly they tend to split sometimes. Yeah. Good thing we're on a bottom level. I wouldn't really want to balance that all the way up top. It's just rude, that is. Okay, now we're apparently 1.6 here, and I'm on the ground. Any further, it starts lifting it off, so yeah, it's a little bit odd. I mean, it's pretty darn good, but it is a little odd. Go back to the 1-0. we go. Now I imagine had I stacked the one next to us as well as I'm stacking this one, we'd probably have just as much room left over. But get it nice and close. Yeah. But I didn't. I kind of got a little bored with having to do it all with the telehandler, to be honest with you. And some of those last bales I actually stacked in there by hand. It works fine, unless you get something a little too close to the wall. And it seems to be more forgiving when you're actually using a bale implement, like a proper bale fork. That if you get, and of course, being the game it is, it's not like those are exact, okay, I'm too close to that. No, with one bale you might be, with the next one you might not be. Alrighty. So I'm actually going to have a fair bit of space here. I'm quite surprised. I might have to there we go. Whoop. Oh, I'm way off, aren't I? There we go. Good. Good. Maybe that's why, because maybe it's measuring from the actual connection point? I wonder if maybe that's it. If it measures from the connection point. See, because that says it's minus, well, almost 1/5 of a meter. A 1/2 meter. Huh? I don't know. We'll see. I don't suppose it matters. It does give you a pretty darn good idea. Let's see. That's what it seems like. That's an awful long way out, doesn't it? Oh well. It's not. Okay. So, you see what I mean about it looking like it's way off to the side? Because you can see the center and it's halfway down the left-hand side of stacks. But if you look, we're dead on center. Right. As you get in closer, from out here it looks like you're way out. Right. As you get in, closer, and when you've actually got the forks jammed almost right into it, it finally looks like it's in the center. So yeah, this is one job I really find I'm having an issue trying to do from in cab. Of course, then once you do grab the bales, you're like, alright, nobody can do this. Yeah. Well, I suppose Superman, X-ray vision and all that hoke, but beyond that, no. Not gonna happen. Alrighty. So, those of you that are following me on VidMe and are wondering why I haven't uploaded a second episode of Construction Simulator, I do apologize. But unfortunately, yeah, until the 27th, I have recorded another episode. It's only 17 minutes long, but it apparently far exceeds my remaining allowable gigabyte uploads for the week. And that doesn't refresh until the 27th. So it really looks like, as far as trying to do a gaming channel there, until you're verified, they really don't want you to do it, you know? Okay, I gotta... Why am I hung up? Oh, I see. Oh, what a freaking mess. Why would it do that? Okay. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Why are you being mean to me? There you go. Stubborn little bugger, eh? So yeah, unfortunately, until I get, I guess it's 50 followers so that I can apply for verification. That's it. You can do like one video a week. So, my apologies. I know it's really hard to follow a sort of a series when you get one video a week. And it's really hard to generate followers and stuff when you're not allowed to put any bleeding content up, you know? I mean, at least on YouTube, even though they have limitations when you start, you know, you can't upload above a certain amount of minutes, and right, their only other limitations deal with monetization, which, you know, but you can always, you know, what you can't get through time, you could do through numbers. You know, if you're only allowed to upload a 15-minute video, well, you are allowed to upload 10 15-minute videos if you want to. Right? So yeah, having the actual bandwidth limit on it as well is, well, I guess it's a sign that, one, they're a very small group comparing to YouTube, you know, and don't have the sort of archive space that, you know, they can store 4-hour live stream videos and stuff like that, like you see on YouTube. There we go. Almost there. So yeah, just to let you guys know, I actually do this. It's not some, I don't load another trailer that'll stack that many high and then back it in and just auto unload them or anything. No, I do actually try and do as much hands-on as I can, but I mean, you are limited as well. You know, I can't spend 20 hours a day keeping episodes of this up to date. For one, I do have other stuff on the channel, and, well, for another, I have other stuff nothing to do with YouTube. What do they call it? Oh yeah, real life. That was it. Alrighty. Well, that's what I thought. You're just fooling me. There we go. Okay. It is all in the barn. Wow. That, my friends, was a fair number of bales to push. Indeed. A regular storage war. A regular storage war indeed. Alrighty. Nice. Whew. That took a while. That took a while. You'll notice I actually kicked the clocks down to 1x, because I know there's going to be more fields ready to harvest tomorrow. And, yeah, that was about almost 4 hours real time to do that. So, yeah, it would have blown through an entire day, and it would have been the next day, which would have meant all this stuff would have been ready. Okay, well, I'm glad that part of it is done. Well, let's have a look. Yep. Okay, here we go. Now something really, really strange. Excuse me. When I was off camera and I was doing the bales, you know, I was checking the animals to make sure that, you know, things didn't get too far out of control while I was busy elsewhere. All of them had 100% product. And so I'm saying this because I'm hoping one of you can explain it to me. I'd never seen it before. All three said 100% productivity. Okay, because they've all got at least something of something, right? But it was red for all of them. And I had another pig due in X number of hours. Now, obviously, right now, this hasn't actually registered, right? Because zero productivity, etc., etc. But I'd never seen that before. This was at 100%, and it was red. So, yeah. Just, I don't know, maybe it was just a bug thing. You know, just a mosquito in the oil, but... good coffee. But whatever it was rather odd, and it quite worried me. I had to look at the numbers again and then realize, no, it actually says they're at 100% at peak, not, you know, 100 below zero or something, because that's certainly a thing that would be capable of. Alright, but what we need to do now, I think, is in fact get some time to pass. The piggies are a little shy of corn. Other than that, here we are. Now it's registered, but here it's in green. But I kid you not, guys, that productivity, and that was after a good hour and a half of playing, so this had lots of time to refresh and catch up and everything else. Yeah. Yeah, see, we're still breeding piggies. We got another one due in 9 hours. So that's not bad. Looks like we might get at least 20 pigs. That's impressive. But, still, if you're starting with 75 and a pig will have a litter, not a single piglet, still, that number should have been like 160. Oh, eggs. Hoo-hoo. My little gold mine, come to Papa. There we go. Whee, thousands. There we are. Alright, so what's up next? Well, I need to has a look at how far along we actually are out here. This should be my other harvester. Let's go there. Because this shows as dark red on the map, but we can see it's only 71%. It says missing state 2. I'm not sure what that is. It says it's ready to be topped, but obviously that thing does more than topping, so that isn't something we're going to deal with. Oh, do I still have both flat decks down here? I don't need to, of course, because I actually took the other harvester over here and put it up for sale. Like I said, it's just going to work out that we are not going to be able to afford to keep that parked all winter. So we might as well actually deal with that right now, right here. 50,000? Oh, right, they're pretty cheap to buy. I mean, compared, right? These are 429. These are only 69. So, yeah, we lost 20K on that. It has... excuse me. Select again. Oh, it's only 90 bucks a day. Alright, whereas these guys, yeah, well over 1,000. So it might not have worked out that badly to just hold on to it. But, there you go. Done is done, right? Yeah, the in-game ones at $1,200 a day, obviously. In fact, you would have been much further ahead to simply have rented them. So I guess this can go back to the farm. Do we have... Oh, hey, here's something we've never done before. Watch a train go by. No, I'm just kidding. I have a full load of tables here. We've never done this. Oh, I think they go You can see production everywhere is just kind of tipped right to the max because I haven't been messing with things. Except for our very last one. That should be low because I did run paper and boxes out to where they were needed. Yeah, there we go. But everything else is stocked up. So, you know, the lumber mill's not running because I haven't bothered to do a turnover on chips and such. But I do still have, as you can see, there's a stack of logs right there waiting for us. We got a couple of crops up there, but they are not quite ready yet, including a half a field of poplar. Yeah, see? There's, oh good, the truck is there ready to pick all this stuff up. The entire creamery is packed end to end. But what the heck, we've never sold tables before. Let's see how this goes. Because I believe they sell to, what is it called, Horizon or whatever it was. So much stuff. There we are, tables. Wow, Pine Cove Garden Center for $3,100 a bang. Wow, where's Pine Cove Garden Center, man? Pine Cove store, Pine Cove Garden Center. Okay, way up from the store. Oh no. Okay, it's the one right by Remy. Nice. Bum 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 bum. So just down from the shop, right in the same row of buildings on that side of the little strip mall. Well, exciting. We've never done this before. Oh, beacons. That's it. Slow right down. You see them beacons flashing. You slow down. Watch out for me. You only allow crazy farmers to put beacons on their tractors. Here we go. So it should be these guys right down here. Watch the money. And go to the unlock. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Perfect. Whap. And they're, ooh, look out, they're fighting for space. There they go. Takes them a while to collect them, eh? Alright, well, that's going to work its way up. Excellent. We just hit the 100,000 mark. I guess at 3,000 a table, there's what? How many was on there? 7 or 9? So either 21,000 or 27,000. I guess we'll see, depending. And it wasn't a 3K even, was it? There you are, 27,155. So not bad. There's the train. And lift the gates, lift the gates, lift the gates. Thank you. Well, super duper. That puts our money back where we want it to be, doesn't it? That's indeedy. Let's have a look. Ooh, look at those poplars. See, I've also planted, so we can see here, replanted a ton of seedlings in here. They don't seem to be doing that much, to be honest with you. Well, this is cedar. I was sure I ordered fir. Those are bloody cedar branches, man. Well, what the heck? Well, it would explain why they're taking so long. No, I'm just kidding, of course. These are the normal saplings, but that really does look more like cedars. You know, firs have needles. Believe me, I have 3 inches of them across the 3 inches thick across our apartment roof, and another ½ inch thick across the parking lot. And that's just from last night's little wind. Well, actually 2 nights ago. And I apologize, there was no videos up 2 nights ago. This is actually the first one I recorded since, and it doesn't record poplars. Oh, there it does. Just took it a moment. 80%. Nice. So, yeah, I didn't record an episode because we were actually having quite the storm. And just as I came in and turned on the computer, the power flickered. And I thought, well, that happens time to time. And within minutes, it had flickered again. And usually once it reaches that point, you go, yeah, I don't trust that enough to just continue on. So, I think, guys, I'm going to call the episode there. Now, again, we don't need to refinish any of the fields, because come wintertime, we're going to update, upgrade, updo, whatever the case may be, which is about perfect. 2 more weeks, and the expansion comes out. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. Now, obviously, I will do a bit of a play-a-boot on the map so that we can have a look at it. But, of course, I also realize that all of you being Farm Sim fans will likely get it for yourselves. And, well, if not, assuredly, all the big guys, whether they play Farm Sim regularly or not, will certainly have the DLC out there for everyone to see. So, that we can look forward to. But, yeah, thanks for the suggestion of this bigger. Works really nice. Good piece of kit. Of course, my only issue now is where the heck I'm going to park it, because it's about 15 feet longer than the one that actually fits in the garage. So, but hope you all enjoyed, guys. If you did, well, you know what to do. Please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and ringy-ding the little bell on the way out. And if you're feeling really, really ambitious, head on over to VidMe. And important of important, hit the follow button. Alright, take care of each other, folks. I gotta find a place for this train of a windrower. Ciao for now.